Welcome to the 2020 Illinois Real Estate Journal Awards. We are pleased to present the top real estate projects and people in the Chicagoland area. 2019 was an amazing year for real estate, with projects of all types emerging daily. Congratulations to all the finalists. You are all shining stars. Without further ado, we bring you the 2020 Real Estate Awards.
Hi, and welcome to the 2020 Illinois Real Estate Journal event. My name is Mark Menzies, and I'm Senior Vice President and National Head of Publishing for RE Journals. I've been with Illinois Real Estate Journal for more years than I can count, and I'm just really excited to host our first annual event. You know, COVID's been keeping a lot of us apart, but we have stunning projects and outstanding people that we can celebrate from 2019. I'd like to extend a special thank you to all of you at home and in the office watching this remotely, and also thank you to everyone who took the time to fill out the nomination forms. Okay, everyone sit back, relax, and have a great time at the first annual Illinois Real Estate Journal Awards event. Thank you.
Good afternoon. I'm Matt Baker, Managing Editor of the Illinois Real Estate Journal. When we were planning these awards several months ago, it was to be a live event, a gala really, celebrating the projects, firms, and people in Chicago's commercial real estate community. I have to congratulate my colleagues for pivoting so successfully to a virtual event, and of course thank all of you for tuning in. I trust that even though we're all online, each of you is still wearing your black tie finest. I'm working from home these days, as I imagine most of you are, but I have gone into the loop, and I must say there is a surprising number of people around. The cranes are still up and busy on sites along the river. I don't typically allow myself false optimism, so consider that when I say I truly believe we will pick up right where we left off once we've corralled this virus. I came by that confidence in part when I was talking with our Lifetime Achievement Award winner, Jim McShane. All of you, of course, know Jim and the incredible career he has assembled over the past 50 years. He's seen plenty of ups and downs during that tenure, and he said something about those downtimes that has stuck with me. Jim said that during recessions, he would reflect on his and his firm's abilities, gauging how that skill set meshes with the marketplace and how it can be improved. That's excellent advice that I think we can all use. I offer my congratulations to Jim and all of our award winners. I offer my thanks to you for joining us today, and I offer my conviction that we will be on the other side of this soon and stronger for it.
Hello, everyone. I am Jeff Johnson, the CEO of RE Journals. It is my pleasure to welcome you all tonight to celebrate the finalists and the winners of the Illinois Real Estate Journal Awards. We are here not only to recognize the winners, but to celebrate all of the finalists. Not all projects, people, and companies are chosen to be a finalist. If you are selected a winner tonight by our distinguished group of judges, we want to congratulate all of you. I consider it my honor to be with you here today. Now, let me turn it over to Todd Phillips, our CFO, for a quick note on how the awards works and a preview of tonight's program. Thank you.
Thank you, Jeff. I'm Todd Phillips, CFO and host of Power 30 and the Power Podcast. It's been my role to put together the terms by which projects and people will be judged and to maintain the integrity of the awards throughout the process. I was responsible for filling out our software with our categories, questions, and judging system. And our independent judges took a detailed look at every project, company, and person. They independently scored each one on several factors, and those factors have varying weight, which is a secret only known by me. I use this time each year not just to apologize to all of you who had to fill out award submissions, but to commend you. These curators had to answer questions such as what makes your project bold or audacious, and in what ways does your project positively impact the community? These are not softball questions, folks, but they do really help our judges separate the best of from the best of. So thank you and congratulations to all of the finalists. I'll be your guide through the rest of this virtual award show as we hand out 23 distinguished awards. We will pause halfway through to recognize Jim McShane, recipient of the Lifetime Achievement Award. Tonight, these awards will be presented by us, the teams that brings you the Illinois Real Estate Journal. Without further ado and fanfare, let's go over to Jeff Johnson for the Emerging Leader of the Year Award.
Emerging Leader of the Year. We are blessed in Chicago to have so many talented and up-and-coming commercial real estate professionals. Our judges certainly had their hands full in choosing the most deserving Emerging Leader of the Year. And the finalists are Moses Hall, Mohall, Commercial and Urban Development. David Michael, Peak Construction. Gannon O'Brien, Zeller. Joe Smazel, Intera Realty. And the winner is David Michael, Peak Construction. David has become an accomplished emerging leader at Peak Construction Corporation. Since joining Peak in 2010, David has grown tremendously. His successful project completions and recruiting, training, and mentoring other Peak team members has enabled his continued growth and promotion to project executive in 2019. Please join me in congratulating David Michael, Peak Construction, most significant industrial transaction of the year. It's hard to stand out in an industrial market as massive as Chicagoland's. These transactions, led by talented brokers, are truly fantastic and are all deserving of the industrial transaction of the year. The finalists are LPC's Logistic Park Building 1, Franklin Park Sale, and the winner is Franklin Park Sale Bridge Development Partners. The sale of Bridgepoint Franklin Park was a promising sign for the industrial market in Chicago, representing one of the largest deals it had seen in many, many years. This parcel had been passed over by many prospective developers in the past due to contamination issues as well as other issues associated with the site. However, Bridge was attracted to this site that requires this type of work and was able to leverage its considerable skill and experience to transform this into a successful and modern industrial campus. Congratulations, Franklin Park Sale Bridge Development.
Thank you, Jeff. Congratulations to Bridge Development and David Michael. Now we're going to go over to Alyssa for the next award.
It's often said that managing a brokerage firm is akin to herding cats. These firms certainly do it best. Year over year, they produce top quality brokers and crucial transactions. They're there to make the complicated look easy, and we admire them greatly. The finalists are Colliers International Chicago, Intera Realty, Lee and Associates of Illinois, Quantum Real Estate Advisors. And the winner is Colliers International Chicago. The Colliers International Chicago office continues to provide clients throughout the Midwest turnkey services across all asset types. Annually, one of the top performing locations across the global firm, Colliers Chicago completed 923 transactions valued at $2.7 billion in 2019. Colliers Chicago grew its female brokerage by 50%, which contributed to a 20% overall growth for the firm's brokerage. They now employ over 100 professionals. Congratulations, Colliers Chicago.
Office. Chicago certainly boasts some amazing office buildings that stand out as some of the world's best. The developer, architects, and others who bring these to life all deserve the highest praise. The finalists for this award are 1040 West Fulton, 110 North Wacker, the 300, 1201 West. And the winner is 110 North Wacker. 110 North Wacker is a 55-story, 1.5 million square foot Class A+ office building developed by Riverside Investment and Development and the Howard Hughes Corporation, designed by Getch Partners, and built by Clark Construction. Located in Chicago's dynamic West Loop submarket, nestled between Wacker Drive and the Chicago River, the building is uniquely positioned with convenient transportation access, enhanced building technology. The building also offers unparalleled views both of and from the building, with an innovative trapezoidal design and step projections in the western facade, allowing for vast, unobstructed views of the Chicago River. The building's unique sawtooth design of the west and river-facing geometry of the building enhances the trapezoidal shape of the site to present not only 14 corner opportunities per floor and extraordinary views up and down the Chicago River, but a significant and respectful addition to the iconic Chicago skyline. Instead of a flat elevation, Getch Partners designed a serrated edge that creates not only incredible punctuation from the exterior, but also 7 additional interior corners with direct views of Chicago River's North Branch and confluence. Team members included Riverside Investment and Development and Howard Hughes Corporation.
Okay, moving on. Property managers are the frontline people that understand the tenant needs in the building and understand the building to suit the tenant needs. Now more than ever, these demands are high priority. Property Manager of the Year award finalists are as follows. Lori Olson of Zeller, Kelly Stewart of Draper and Kramer. And the winner is Lori Olson of Zeller. Congratulations, Lori. Lori Olson is the Vice President and General Manager at 401 North Michigan Avenue. She has played a key role in positioning 401 North Michigan as a premier Class A office tower in Chicago. Lori oversees the management of the 737,000 square foot building located along Chicago's famous Magnificent Mile and Riverwalk. In 2019, Lori championed efforts that led to 401 North Michigan winning prestigious awards and certifications such as the Toby Local Award for buildings between 500,000 and 1 million square feet, which won, by the way, the Toby International Award in June on its first submission. Furthermore, LEED certification for Platinum, BOMA 360 designation, and the Kingsley Tenant Satisfaction Award. Congratulations, Lori. Best of luck in serving your tenant needs and building needs for the remainder of this year and into 2021. Take care.
No city is perhaps more notable for its history and architecture than the city of Chicago. We will now recognize the firms that have graced our land with our beautiful skyline to our massive industrial parks. The finalists are Eastlake Studio, Gensler Chicago, Canopy Architecture and Design. And the winner is Eastlake Studio. Eastlake Studio is a 32-year-old architecture and interior design firm focused on workplace design. This team of architects, designers, and support staff have created some of the most award-winning projects in the Midwest. Some notable projects include Chicago Tribune headquarters, Pandora, and Active Campaign. Congratulations, Team Eastlake.
Most significant multifamily transaction of the year. It seems hardly a day goes by in Chicago that a multifamily property trades hands. These transactions are some of the most notable in 2019. And the finalists are Intera Realty, The Alfred, and the winner is Intera Realty. Intera Realty is a Chicago-based commercial real estate firm that brokered the $16.8 million 238-unit sale of Shorewind Towers. This sale underscores the rise in profile of the South Shore in the eyes of both local and out-of-state investors. Between 25 and 30 prospective buyers toured the property, with 9 submitting rented offers. Rents and property values have been slower to appreciate in some of these Southside neighborhoods, offering upside to buyers willing to venture outside Chicago's core. In the case of Shorewind properties, the proximity to the lakefront and planned developments like the Obama Presidential Center and Tiger Woods designed golf course also supports long-term value. Congratulations, Intera Realty.
Let's talk lawyers, shall we? Lawyers are probably the butt end of more jokes than they are recipients of awards, but every true deal maker knows how important it is to have an excellent attorney in the real estate transaction. The finalists for the Real Estate Lawyer of the Year are David Arnberg of Goulden Radnor, Linsey Cohen of Goulden Radnor, Jessica Lingertat of Goulden Radnor, and James P. Moorhead of the Moorhead Law Group. And the winner is Linsey Cohen of Goulden Radnor. Congratulations, Linsey. Linsey became chair of Goulden Radnor's real estate practice in February 2020. Her 20 plus years of deal-making experience spans every sector of real estate. She represents developers, owners, investors, property managers, and builders with property interests in Chicago and throughout the United States. Congratulations, Linsey. Have a great fourth quarter. Keep up the best practices throughout 2021.
General contractors are tasked to bring our visions to life. Often left to sweat the details, the general contractors in our state are some of the best in the nation. We salute each of you in this highly deserving group. The finalists are Bear Construction Company, Leopardo Companies, McShane Construction Company, Mortensen, Skender, and the winner is Bear Construction Company. Bear Construction Company is a privately owned family business that was founded in 1984. Since then, Bear has grown to be a $300 million per year company. 2019 brought on a project that we all know well, the old Chicago Post Office. In conjunction with an outstanding redevelopment team, this iconic building was brought back to life. The post office now bridges the gap between the architecture of the 1920s and 30s with the current market demands. Congratulations, Bear Construction.
Multifamily. In a hot multifamily market, our urban areas have been churning out amazing new product year after year. It's difficult to stand out in today's crowded market, given dozens of the most captivating multifamily projects have made their home in Chicago. These projects really stand out. Finalists for multifamily are 61 Bank Street, 727 West Madison, the Draper, Union West, Upshore Chapter. And the winner is 727 West Madison. As the tallest tower west of Chicago's Loop, the 45-story 727 West Madison, co-developed by F&F Realty and Fiffield Companies, stands along the Kennedy Expressway as a gateway to the city's burgeoning West Loop neighborhood. With its elliptical shape and gleaming glass facade, the building is a new icon for Chicago's skyline. With 492 units, the tower addresses the pent-up demand for upscale residential housing in the West Loop. The project team included F&F Realty developer, Ares Capital equity partner, Fiffield Companies developer, Bozzuto leasing agent, Fitzgerald Associates architects, Morganti Wilson architects, Studio K Creative, land lease contractor, Taylor Jones PR firm.
Interior design, office, industrial. Chicago is well known for opulent office buildings with some of the nation's most stunning interiors. This year's group of finalists are definitely among the best. The finalists are Active Campaign, CareerBuilder, a confidential transportation technology company, CSG, Home Chef, and Tishman Speyer. And the winner is CareerBuilder. With a project duration of only 5 months from beginning of design through turnover, the project team used a unique approach to deliver CareerBuilder's headquarters. The 85,000 square foot office encompasses 4 floors at 200 North LaSalle. The floors are connected by 2 new stairs built in opposite corners of the office, a physical representation of the connection and collaboration that CareerBuilder envisioned for the employees' new space. The open office, which offers all employees natural light, is punctuated by open meeting areas. The interior walls are lined with conference, huddle, and focus rooms, and a large training room opens to the main lobby through a functioning garage door. Each floor also houses a cafe and lounge area for informal meetings. An executive suite includes private offices and a private boardroom. The project team included Big Construction, contractor, Perkins & Will, architect, JLL, broker.
I'd like to take a second moment to thank our sponsors: Premier Design Build, Eastlake Studio, Peak Construction, the Moran Group, Finishing Chicago, Keeley Construction, CenterPoint, McShane Construction, CRG, Connor Commercial Real Estate, Clayco, Bridge, and Brennan Investment Group. Without all of you, this award show would not be possible. Thank
Not
you.
to be deterred by a worldwide pandemic, nothing can prevent us from recognizing individual and businesses worthy of their accolades. Which takes me to Jim McShane, CEO of the McShane Companies. Jim, congratulations on your Lifetime Achievement Award. Not surprising, from when we met 15 years ago, I knew then your accomplishments were great, but never thought over time one or would lead to a pinnacle of recognition from RE Journals and culminate in your announced retirement, all on the same day. What a year of headlines. I know you'd be the first to admit it takes a great team for one to achieve a lifetime significant amount of success. Myself and our staff are fortunate to have worked with you and your team over the years, and we thank you.
You know, I would say growing up in our family, there were 5 of us kids. So it was a little bit of a 3-ring circus. Everybody was going everywhere, every day. But at the end of the day, we always had dinner together. A lot of people assume that my dad would, starting and growing a business, that he was not home, he was traveling all the time, and that's just not the case. We had dinner together almost every night. He was very involved in all of our lives, and it felt like a really normal childhood. We weren't terribly involved in his work day. He was more involved in knowing what we did that day with our friends.
And I think the first memory that I have about my dad's business career was frankly when he left Opus. I was in 6th grade, and then all of a sudden we weren't, and he was starting his own business. And money was tighter, than it was before when he started his own business, and it was a little bit scary for a kid to see his dad quitting his job and going out on his own. He has ever been a superhero around the house. His family, certainly keeps him humble. But I don't think any of us questioned what he was doing. But there was certainly some uncertainty around it when he started his business. The one thing that I think is remarkable when I remember back about my father starting the business, he was always home for dinner at 6 o'clock. And I don't think I appreciated it at the time, right. But as an adult now, knowing what must go into starting your own business, the fact that he prioritized family and he was always there for dinner, it's just remarkable to me.
The first inkling that I had that, that my dad was successful was when we moved. So we grew up in a house where all 5 of us kids shared one bathroom. And I think it was when my twin sister and I reached the preteen years, and we were at each other's throats as preteen girls tend to be. And my parents were like, okay, we can't take any more of this fighting over the bathroom time. And so they moved into a larger house, and it was a house that, I don't know, it was so much bigger and nicer than what we had grown up in. It didn't feel like, it was really a part of what our family experience was going to be. So it was a little eye-opening then. I mean, it had a pool, which is all we ever dreamed about when we were little.
First and foremost, his business ethics. I think everyone knows that when they're doing business with my dad, they can trust him to be honest and fair with them. A second key to his success, I think, his affability, his personability. Folks just seem to get along with my dad and like him, and that goes a long way. Maybe the third key to his success, if I were to identify them, is hiring great people. He has a knack for picking great leaders for his company.
One of the things my dad taught me is that one person cannot do it all. I mean, one of your main jobs is to hire really good people and empower them. And that's what he's done throughout his career. And, that's what I've learned from him is that you hire good people, you let them run, and then, you're going to be able to grow it at a speed that you could never do just as a one person trying to get involved in every single detail. One of the things that makes him a really good boss, I think, is that he takes a personal interest in everyone who works for him. He doesn't just know you and your name and what you do at the company, but he knows where your kids go to college, he knows what sports they played, and he cares about every employee that he meets. So he's really involved, and the fact that he cares is just evident in the interest that he takes in everyone.
Jim was a really dynamic guy. Jim is a really dynamic guy, and that's what impressed me when I first met him. I loved his enthusiasm for the business. He was a true people person. He had a real detailed, intimate knowledge of the real estate and construction industry. And he was the kind of guy that I wanted to follow. He just was a natural leader. Jim takes a personal interest in virtually all of our employees. He takes a personal interest in our clients. He truly tries to understand what drives their business. I think he goes that extra step that distinguishes himself from the pack when it comes to the relationships that he develops with his partners, with our employees, and with our clients.
Jim has set an environment where he practices what he preaches, treating people the right way, care for the whole person, treating clients and our teammates here within McShane with a level of respect and dignity in any environment, in the stressful situations as well as those in which we're celebrating our successes. He's really a guy you can look to as kind of this steadfast presence, as a guy who really understands business and understands people and is willing to help in any way he can. Never has it been where we've seen an issue and we thought, it can't be solved. Oftentimes when there's an issue, people aren't running for the edges. People are running for the middle and trying to work through the issue in lieu of running away from it, which you can oftentimes see. No, it's an environment and a culture that Jim's created in which people trust one another, people respect one another, and people value the input from our trade partners, like I said, clients, design professionals. So the issues don't feel like issues, they feel like opportunities.
And I watched Jim grind through every single real estate transaction or real estate deal that he had and figure out a way to make sure that his partners got paid, the banks got paid, and that no one was left holding the bag. I remember asking him about it because at the same time, a lot of developers were basically tossing the keys to the bank and saying, here you go, I'm walking away. And I brought that up to Jim, and he said something that stuck with me now for about 12, 13 years. And what he said was, it's not about the money. And that's all he said. But I knew what he meant. What it meant was, it's about your reputation, it's about your integrity, and it's about the promises that you make to the people that you do business with. And it's really easy to be a good partner when times are good. When times are bad, it's a lot tougher to be a good partner. And I think there's a lot of people in the real estate industry that could honestly say that Jim McShane is a great partner, even when times are really bad.
I've learned so much from my dad, professionally and personally. I think for him, it's nice because I have no filter when it comes to feedback for him. So perhaps I give him a level of feedback that he doesn't hear from other people, in its brutal honesty sometimes.
I've known Jim McShane a long time. I know everybody's going to say how wonderful he is, kind to his mother, very big benefactor to Marquette. Well, I bought him breakfast one time, and I'm going out to my car. I see him sneak back in, and he swiped a tip from the waitress. I also saw him spit tobacco on a girl's prom dress. I saw him kick a puppy. I saw him trip a nun. I saw him cheer for the Red Wings at a Blackhawks game, and I saw him put ketchup on a Vienna hot dog. So there, that's the real Jim McShane. You're the sweetest creature God ever made. I mean, he really, really is. For a contractor, he is, it's amazing that a contractor can be this nice and this straightforward. We liked him right away. We liked him, everybody that he worked with, we liked. Always straight shooters. If Jimmy tells you it's going to be cost plus 6% or whatever they get now, I think he gets cost plus 18 or 19% now. But that's what it comes back at. Jim, since then, has just been magnificent in building these big buildings and getting them done on time, on budget, no nonsense, no bullshit back and forth. I know I forgot to include the skylights, or I forgot that it needed exit lights that go blinkety blink. No nonsense at all. He just delivers, and he is he's wonderful to deal with in business. On a personal level, he is a wonderful friend. I really like him because he takes abuse almost better than anybody in the business. You can tease him. He hardly ever cries. He takes it. Doesn't mind if you say what a cheap Irishman he is. Never takes offense to it because he knows it's true. He's very, very, very frugal. All right, he's a dear, sweet guy. That's all I have to say. Nobody has accomplished more being from Minnesota and not speaking English real well. I mean, English is a second language. He has done so well. He has more companies than most Italians have cousins. He's in Arizona, he's in Alabama, he's in Texas, he's in Chicago, he's in California. He does multifamily, he's doing rest homes. nursing homes, industrial. I think the only thing he's not doing is hot dog stands, but he may get into that. So, all right, well, that's it. Congratulations, but you do know that when you get a second Lifetime Achievement Award or their fourth, you're supposed to retire. Congratulations.
Congratulations on this award. 36 years in the industry. It's well deserved.
Congratulations, Jim, on receiving the 2020 Illinois Real Estate Journal Lifetime Achievement Award. You've really had an amazing career and built a great organization. I can't think of anyone more deserving of this award than you. It's been a real honor for me to have been a part of the McShane team these past 24 years. Again, Jim, congratulations, well deserved.
Congratulations, Jim, on winning the Lifetime Achievement Award. You've meant a lot to so many in the real estate industry. Nobody deserves this more than you do. Thanks for everything.
Congratulations on the Lifetime Achievement Award, Dad. There's nobody more deserving of it than you are. Love you.
I think first of all, nobody is successful in business without some help along the way. And when I started this business, I had quite a few people who stepped up to help me. And I don't think I could have done this without them, whether they be the bankers or whether real estate developers or some of my construction customers. A lot of people helped me along the way to get started. And I've always appreciated that. I started in 1984. And my first building projects as a contractor were in 1985. And after 1985, I never looked back. But I did appreciate many of the people who helped me along the way. It's almost too many to name them all, and some of them aren't with us anymore. But I think about that all the time. I think about the people who went out of their way to help me develop and grow my company, and I've always appreciated that. I enjoy kind of leading the company, thinking 2-3 years ahead about where we should be. And what I enjoy most, frankly, is watching young people who come out of college and watching their careers blossom. We've had a lot of people who've left us and their careers have blossomed in their own companies. And we have a lot of people in our own company here who have gone from a college graduate, pretty green behind the ears, to leaders in the industry. So I get a real charge out of watching these young people grow and develop. I think the older I get, the more I appreciate that. I never thought we'd just create a family business, Todd, but two of my children came to me in about 2000 and I'm going to say 4 or 5, and asked me if I'd ever thought about making this a family business, and I said no. And they said, well, why don't you think about it? And I said, well, I don't know. Do I have any children interested in that? And they said, well, maybe we are. So we spent quite a bit of time with John Ward over at Northwestern. He ran their family business practice over there. And we studied it for about 5 or 6 years. And then in 2009, which was a wonderful year, by the way, we decided to create a family business. And both Molly and my son Dan came into the business at that point. Dan being the attorney and Molly being more the business leader. And the two have grown immensely, and we now have a thriving family business. Yeah, I think, they will far surpass me in their skill set. I'll give you a scoop on this, Todd, that we are going to be promoting Molly to the Chief Executive Officer here at the end of September. I think she has all the skill set to run the company, and she's been our Chief Operating Officer for several years and done a great job. Well, I really will miss it. My wife keeps saying, Jim, what are your hobbies? And frankly, I don't have that many hobbies. I play golf very poorly. If I had to make a living at that, I wouldn't live very long. But what I will miss the most, I think, is coming in and meeting with people and talking to people. It's a wonderful industry. I mean, when I look at my contemporaries who have slowly retired over the years, we still get together, have a lot of laughs, talk about things that happened 20, 30 years ago. It's a great group of people. I think in Chicago, particularly in the industrial business, the camaraderie between all of us is very, very good. We've hired each other's kids because our kids didn't want to work for us. So we go back and forth on that and in that area to try to keep our kids on the straight and narrow. We party together. We compete like dogs when we're up against each other on a project, but we have mutual respect. And I think that's unique to Chicago. I don't see that in many of the other cities that we operate in. So I'm going to miss that. That's probably one of the biggest things that I will miss. Well, the first thing I would like to say is I want to thank the Illinois Real Estate Journals for this award. I thought it kind of came out of nowhere for me, and when I was told about it, I very much appreciated that. I think it's a wonderful award. I know my whole family appreciates it. The folks in my company appreciate it. Most of all, I appreciate it. So thank you very, very much. I'd also like to thank all the people who've helped me in my career along the way. As I've said before, you'd never get to a successful career with a lot of good people helping you along the way, and for no particularly good reason other than they just want to help you. And so I've had the luxury of having maybe 15, 20, 30 people help me along the way, with both customers, bankers, lawyers, a variety of real estate developers that have helped me grow. And I want to thank them at this time too for this. This award comes because they helped me. So I'm very appreciative of the award and appreciative of all the people that helped me along the way. Well, I mean, I'm a long-suffering Bears fan. I did have season tickets for the Vikings for about 12 years when I lived up there. Oh, go Bears.
There we go.
Oh, go Bears. This might be a good year. This Sunday, we're going to find out just how good they are.
Enjoy your retirement and wishing the best to the McShane companies on continued success under Molly's leadership.
Don't cut out the part about him putting ketchup on a Vienna hot dog, because that's a major Chicago sin, and only a flathead from Minnesota would do that. And I think he's a closet Packer fan. I can't prove it, but I think so.
On that high note, let's get into presenting the next categories and finalists to announce more winners. We at Illinois Real Estate Journal and RE Journals go out of our way to make sure the women in real estate are recognized and celebrated. From our Kling social gathering, to our Women in Real Estate published editions, to our women-specific conferences across the Midwest, this award is the pinnacle of their efforts. We appreciate working with the Chicago Crew Chapter and the other local crew chapters throughout the Midwest as we continue to build our relationships and strongly promote women in commercial real estate. The finalists for Women of the Year are Christina Brown of Eastlake, Heather Fritz of Cedar Street, Jan Goldsmith of Zell, Molly McShane of the McShane Companies, Lynn Reich of Colliers. And the winner is Christina Brown of Eastlake. Congratulations, Christina. Christina has worked on a variety of award-winning projects, including the Chicago Tribune's headquarters and active campaign, which both ranked on Crane's coolest office lists and the IIDA Red Awards. In 2018 and 2019, she has led projects including Chicago Tribune, Tishman Spire, Active Campaign Expansion, CSG, Litera, 550 West Jackson Marketing Suite, Hop Loans, and more. Her design was published in Interior Design Magazine, Great Lakes by Design, RE Journals, Interiors and Sources, Arc Daily, and more. Well done, Christina.
Thank you, Ernie. Let's go over to Jeff again.
Most significant retail transaction of the year. I'm not sure we could have dreamed up an impact a virus could have had on a sector of real estate, more than retail. This transaction was completed before anyone knew that Corona was anything other than a brand of beer. The finalists are 2121 North Clybourn, Brooklyn Boulders lease. And the winner is 2121 North Clybourn, Brooklyn Boulders lease. Steve Horvath, principal, Conlin Commercial, represented the landlord in this 43,000 square foot lease at 2121 North Clybourn. Located in the heart of Chicago's Lincoln Park neighborhood, the lease secured Brooklyn Boulders as the anchor tenant for the center, providing a hybrid rock climbing facility. The transaction is one of the largest retail lease transactions in Lincoln Park in 2019. Please congratulate our winner, 2121 North Clybourn, Brooklyn Boulders lease.
We love the cities and agencies who make developments happen. And this year, we're proud to recognize the hard work, dedication, and skills of the talented people who make these teams. This year's finalists are two of Chicagoland's best. City of Aurora, Village of Schaumberg. And the winner is Village of Schaumberg. Schaumberg remains the third largest retail sales generator in the state of Illinois, giving us some reason for optimism once this pandemic is over. The Village's Community Development Department reported nearly 190,000 square feet of new development at the cost of $26 million was completed in 2019, bringing more than 750 new jobs to Schaumberg. Congratulations.
Interior design, housing, hospitality, restaurants, and retail. The category of interior design for housing, hospitality, and retail really showcases some of the most interesting and bold designs in Chicago. The finalists are the Draper and 1340 South Haven. And the winner is the Draper. The Draper is a 342-unit adaptive reuse transformation of 3 office structures into a fully amenitized apartment complex with over 40,000 square feet of commercial space. Within 6 months of opening, the building is over 60% leased and has signed leases for 2 of its commercial spaces. The building today is primarily split between a 13-story and a 6-story low-rise. Due to the massive office floor plates, the units are long yet lofty, many with shared light bedrooms. The building's location is unique, adjacent to the Chicago's first shared street, which is a pedestrian priority design with access to the city's elevated train line. The area, known as Asia on Argyle, for its many Vietnamese, Chinese, and Thai restaurants and businesses, is also home to weekly Summer Street festivals at the Argyle Night Market. The project team included Earls Architects and Associates, architect, WT Group, engineer, Burnham Nationwide, consultant, Arco Murray, contractor, and Encon Environmental Concepts, subcontractor. Industrial, manufacturing, science. It seems 2020 is the year for industrial developments. These projects for 2019 are certainly impressive and represent Chicagoland's commitment to being the industrial king of the central United States. The finalists are LPC's 94 Logistics Park, Building 1, Kenosha. 3401 Brandon Road, Joliet. Bridgepoint Downers Grove, Phase 1. Elk Grove Technology Park. And Meridian's NorthPoint Avenue O in Chicago. And the winner is Meridian's NorthPoint Avenue O in Chicago. This 360,000 square foot multi-tenant industrial spec facility is NorthPoint Development's first building in their 2.2 million square foot Avenue O industrial park on Chicago's southeast side. The building was leased to a full building user prior to its completion. The new 200-acre park, previously home to Republic Steel, represents one of the largest new industrial developments in the city of Chicago in 15 years. Affordable housing. There was only one finalist in this category, a noble and necessary part of our industry. OSO Apartments. The winner is OSO Apartments. OSO Apartments serves as a catalyst for innovative, affordable housing in Chicago. This project was initiated as part of Chicago Housing Authority's commitment to combating systemic housing displacement and extends to surrounding communities. OSO is a new construction, 5-story, 48-unit affordable housing project in Albany Park. OSO, Spanish for bear, is a fitting name to express resiliency and strength for one of the nation's most culturally diverse communities. The project team included Canopy, architect; Evergreen Real Estate Group, developer; C.E. Anderson and Associates, engineer; Manhard Consulting, engineer; The Engineering Studio, Inc., engineer; McKay Landscape Architects, consultant; and EcoAchievers, environmental.
I'll be presenting 4 category finalists. The first one up is Broker of the Year. Commercial real estate can be very overwhelming, but the process can go much easier with the help and expertise, or having a steely determination, the knowledge, having access and tools available to represent clients' best interests and needs. These finalists fit that mold. The finalists are Daniel Ahrens and Dougal Jeppe of Colliers, David Burden and Tom Baraducci of Colliers, Brian Kling of Colliers, and Robert Sevim of Savills. And the winner is Brian Kling of Colliers. Congratulations, Brian. When reviewing the Chicago area's largest industrial real estate transactions completed each year, one name remains a constant: Brian Kling, principal with Colliers Chicago and board member with NAIOP Chicago. Industrial owners, users, and occupiers have come to depend on Brian's real estate expertise throughout a 17-year career, which is marked with remarkable achievements along the way, including being the youngest professional in Colliers' history to be named the principal and being chosen to serve on the firm's National Industrial Advisory Group and North American Logistics and Transportation Group. Both honors reserved for a select group of Colliers' top performing U.S. industrial brokers. Again, congrats, Brian. Well done.
Development, reuse, and historic properties. We entrust these developers with our most cherished but aging properties. They are tasked with breathing new life and new design into these spectacular buildings. This year's esteemed group of finalists includes 1340 South Damon, 333 South Wabash, 905 West Fulton, NorthPoint Avenue O, Old Chicago Post Office. And the winner is Old Chicago Post Office. The Old Chicago Post Office is an historic, iconic 2.5 million square foot redevelopment, repositioning, and adaptive reuse building project in the southwest corner of Chicago's Loop. The OCPO bridges the gap between the spectacular architecture and design of the 1920s and 30s with current and future market demands. Because the OCPO was neglected for 20 years, it stunted the development of the southwest corner of the Loop. For the adjacent properties in the area, few amenities existed to support them, a notable lack of food, retail, and even parking. With a massive influx of new workers in the area, the redevelopment and repositioning of the OCPO has already sparked many adjacent developments, including restaurants, entertainment, retail, multifamily housing, and the extension of the Chicago Riverwalk. Project team members included Gensler, McCrosty, JLL, the Talos Group, Harry Seidel, McGuire Engineering, and Bear Construction Company. Congratulations, Old Chicago Post Office. Retail restaurant. The retail and restaurant industry might want to forget 2020, but we are celebrating 2019 today. These fantastic developments are well-deserving finalists. Bokeria. Starbucks Reserve Roastery. And the winner is Starbucks Reserve Roastery. Starbucks new Reserve Roastery Chicago is a 35,000 square foot, 5-story coffee lover's dream. While patrons enjoy the jaw-dropping environment, the design and construction teams appreciate the level of detail it took to bring this monumental project to life. Members of the development team include Pepper Construction, contractor, Jill Enimoto, Starbucks, owner, Perkins & Will, architect, Solomon Cordwell Bunes, architect, CBRE, Turner & Townsend, Prairie Management Group, Gordon Siegel Brick and Mortar, CS Associates, Inc.
One of the most prestigious awards that we will present is Developer of the Year. These firms consistently deliver the most outstanding projects to our city and neighborhoods. And the finalists are Bridge Development Partners, Centerpoint Properties, Chicago Neighborhood Initiatives, Connor Commercial Real Estate, Riverside Investment and Development Company. And the winner is Chicago Neighborhood Initiatives. Chicago Neighborhood Initiatives is a non-for-profit community development organization that was formed in 2010 to coordinate resources, economic development, and neighborhood revitalization in Chicagoland's under-resourced and uninvested neighborhoods. In 2019, CNI's Revitalizing Pullman demonstrated that from asset-based development and strong community partnerships, it is possible to create a model for neighborhood renewal and a tale of one unified city. Congratulations, Chicago Neighborhood Initiatives.
Let's go over to Matt Baker for the prestigious award, Executive of the Year.
Executive of the Year. This highly coveted award goes to the top executive in real estate, whether that's running a development, contracting, brokerage, architecture, or other firm. These leaders represent rarefied air, and all are well deserving of the award. The finalists are Andrea Doyle, Steve Herron, Blas Pouzon, David Schwartz, and Michael P. Sullivan, Jr. And the winner is David Schwartz. This year, Waterton celebrated 25 years of doing business as a multifamily value-add investor and operator. Over the past year, under Schwartz's leadership, Waterton has grown both in number of associates and assets under management, currently topping $5.3 billion under management.
Congratulations to all the winners, all the finalists, and everyone who joined us for today's inaugural virtual awards. We look forward to seeing everyone live in person in the future. In the meantime, stay safe, be well as we all get through the disruptions. Thank you very much.
Wow, an amazing group of winners, and there were definitely some surprises in there. Well, thank you for watching, and thank you for supporting Illinois Real Estate Journal. And congrats to everyone again. Really can't wait to see what everyone brings to the awards next year. And to Jim McShane, Jim, congrats on the Lifetime Achievement Award. Ramble on, Jim. Thanks, everyone, and have a great afternoon.
Thank you, Mark. Thank you, everyone. Congratulations to everyone, including all of the finalists and all of the winners. It was wonderful to be with you all and put this award show together. Thank you.
Thank you for joining us for the 2020 Illinois Real Estate Journal Awards. Congratulations to all the finalists and winners. See you again in 2021.